and welcome to another episode of Kicks and Curbs, a podcast that unites checkered flags and offside flags. Joining me today, Neil Kramer and Shakuni. And this is a rare preview episode that we have not done in ages. It is an episode that we are doing in a week there has not been any football worth watching, and any Formula One race. But we have some talking points. So let's just get right into it because I have a lot of questions for the football segment. So we will start with Formula One first. Okay. Something we forgot to talk about last time was Kevin Magnussen finally got a race ban.
Yeah. No, I think that happened after we recorded. No, I think that happened right after we recorded.
Either way. I mean, we had so much United to cover that we anyways weren't going to talk. But finally, Ollie Behrman replacing him and Kevin Magnussen finally. It's just crazy to think that the driver before Kevin Magnussen who was actually banned was Romain Grosjean. All ex-Haas drivers or current Haas drivers.
So basically everyone who can kamikaze.
Yeah.
Either I win or I win. There is no in between.
The craziest thing is that 7 races to go after Baku.
He will be at 0.
He's at 0 penalty points.
Does Magnussen have a seat next year? No, right?
No.
Yeah, then he is going batshit crazy. He does not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Not like that.
That's where the fun
I
is.
just hope he stays away from
The best thing would be if he gets his 12th, 12 points in the second to last race, and he's like, adios, my last race of the season. This is I hate driving in Abu Dhabi so much that I will not just compete.
You think you have seen the worst of me? ऐसा करके boom.
Yeah.
his way to go would be like at least make 10 cars crash before he bows out of the industry.
Yeah, do you know Football Manager and FIFA mein, if, in the career mode you get the task by the end of the season you have to finish this, you have to achieve this.
Yes, and if he does it in one race, bravo.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
capable.
nothing. Yeah, I mean, then he deserves a trophy.
Yeah. So, bravo FIA for growing your pair of balls and finally giving a race ban.
The craziest thing is, even after him being so batshit crazy, so prone to accidents, he still is not the leader of the Destroyer Championship.
Who is? Is
Perez.
it Sergio Perez? Yeah.
Perez has costed Red Bull so much.
But I mean, with Magnussen, the thing is that he does not crash. He just does stupid shit and makes contact, but it's not like he's crashing with other drivers. Perez crashed with walls. That is the difference. Like Kevin Magnussen is a destructor for other drivers and other teams. Perez is self-destructing. So that's the difference.
Yeah, we can say that. I remember, I think 2 years ago when everyone was so gaga about Perez, one of the best racers on the grid, Perez. And now everyone hates him.
No, but based on the information we had, if you remember the end of the 2020 season, and Sergio Perez, after the first lap, found himself in the back of the pack.
That one race, he is still in the car because of that one fucking race.
Because of that one race, but in that pink Mercedes, if you remember the controversy of that year. So Papa Stroll basically copied the Mercedes and put on their livery of Racing Point. So it was called the pink Mercedes. Very similar to green Red Bull that they did next when Red Bull were dominant. But he won the race, and that was supposed to be his last race.
Last year only it was green Red Bull, right? Last year or the year before?
No, last year.
Yeah.
It was the green Red Bull when Sebastian Vettel was there in Aston Martin. So last year. Yeah. So yeah, because of that.
Papa Stroll is a crazy person.
Speaking of Papa Stroll, is the second Mbappe to Madrid type news, like the worst secret ever kept in Formula One. Adrian Newey
Adrian Newey.
finally to Aston Martin. Oh my God, it's happened.
I mean, I want to be excited for what Newey does, but I am just not getting that, you know?
Oh, somebody asked Lewis if he's disappointed that he did not join Ferrari, and he was like, "Man, I don't care. I have been with 2 championship-winning cars, and they both won the championships without Newey." So,
Not wrong though. Not
yeah,
wrong. The only person who has won, I think, without
except
Newey.
Nico,
Yeah,
Nico and
Nico. I
Lewis.
mean,
Yeah,
Nico and Lewis. Yeah. So
yeah.
basically, Mercedes and McLaren.
Mercedes. Like if you look from 2010 onwards, Mercedes is the only non-Newey team that has won championships.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he said, honestly, no. I feel like while I've mentioned before that it would have been an honor to work with Adrian, I have been privileged to work with 2 championship-winning teams that didn't have Adrian. I think any team probably would have been happy to have had him. But at the end of the day, he had to do what was best for him. It doesn't change anything for me. It doesn't change my goal or my focus with the next move. So I still believe 100% that there's lots we can do here.
And I think that diplomatic, though, very good as an answer.
That's a very diplomatic way to say I'm Lewis fucking Hamilton, motherfucker. Like that's the most polite.
You-
That's the
You
most
think I
British
need
way.
you? I'll fucking do the aerodynamics. Give me the book.
So yeah.
Not taking anything away from Newey. Great. But also there are like that Binotto interview. Did you read or hear about it?
No,
Where he
but
said he would want Vettel.
Oh my God, please make it happen. Please make it happen. But like Vettel is such a guy, he would be like, rather than having me give it to Mick Schumacher, he's such a dad to Mick. I want it so bad. Can you imagine, man, Lewis in Ferrari, Vettel in Audi, Fernando Alonso in Aston Martin designed by Newey. Can you imagine the fireworks? Oh my God.
It could be good. But again, at
It
the
would
end,
be
I think
so good.
also Toto is not leaving Max's ass behind. He is still talking about Max. I don't fucking understand why.
There was confirmation, na, that he will not be joining.
Yeah, but can we all just take a moment to talk about how sad of a situation George Russell is in?
Yeah, that's my point. Toto talks about Max, Kimi, Lewis, never about George. It is very sad.
George
it is very
Russell is the
fucking
quintessential middle child. Nobody gives a fuck about what he does. Like, no matter what he does. Like, Lewis is the elder child, most responsible, overachieving, all those. Kimi Antonelli is the young one. He can do nothing wrong. Even if he crashes in the first FP session that he does for the team, Toto is like, the problem for us is we have to make him slower, you know? Kimi is the Raja Beta who can do nothing wrong. And George Russell is the middle child of Mercedes.
Yeah, George be like, "Mujhe kyun thoda be?"
Yeah.
But I mean, even after that Antonelli crash, everyone was like, he was doing the same pace as Lewis was doing. Lewis was in a fucking outlap. He was matching Lewis's outlap pace. The fuck do you mean by he was matching Lewis?
No, that is what I'm saying. Like George Russell. Oh my God. Like, can you imagine? And I mean, I don't understand Toto's what Toto's end game is. Apparently, there are also reports that after getting Adrian, now Lawrence Stroll is going for Max. He wants Max to join Aston Martin.
Who is he removing? Alonso or his own son?
Take a guess.
Alonso gets him points. His son gets him
Oh,
food
maybe
at
they
his
do a
house.
swap. Maybe they do a swap. It will be the most Sancho Sterling deal ever. No, but Sancho Sterling, they're
Alonso
not.
to
No, Alonso to Red Bull,
Alonso
and yeah.
Oh,
Is there a deal like that? Two good players who exchange teams in football?
No, and swap deals are generally bogus only.
No.
yeah, both of them underperform.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll leave football for later.
But I
And-
think that is possible in F1 also. Max is not going to let Lance win. They both are going to crash. Alonso, if this is the downfall of Red Bull, even I don't think Alonso can save it. So they both will probably underperform.
I don't know. But how funny would it be if Lawrence Stroll is able to get Max Verstappen and the lineup for Aston Martin is Fernando and Max?
Nah, that is never happening.
But imagine how funny it would be.
Yeah, it would be, and it would be something worth watching also.
It would be like, that moment in a child's life when he is like a bratty son, and then the father is like, it's the first time he slaps him for being rude or bratty, but he's just going to do it on an international level in front of everybody.
So another thing, like if somebody has a bratty son and they adopt a son who is like very talented.
Hmm.
Stop shoehorning in One Piece in this.
How was that?
Sabu, that's Sabu's backstory.
Okay. I did not do it intentionally.
Sure. Speaking of sons that don't listen, McLaren.
Well, they are going to have a papaya plan.
They have a papaya plan.
Yeah,
So
they
what
have a
is this
papaya plan.
I have been hearing about. I haven't read about it. What is
So
papaya?
papaya plan, I think in this entire long break, the Zach and everyone had a discussion wherein they decided that if there is ever an opportunity where Lando can win the race or be above PS3, then PS3 has to play the team game.
Yeah. Which I find so hard to believe, because if you remember, Oscar Piastri's manager, do you know who he is?
Margot, he is never. So that was a little bit concerning for me also. But then they, like, everyone said it. Stella said it. Zach Brown said it. Even Piastri and Norris also spoke about it in the conference. I forgot. Wait, I'll share the quote. Share
I
that. Sorry.
mean, we'll see what the actions, like, people can say all they want. We'll see what actions will be taken on track. Did you also know this? This is apparently, I found out when I was listening to another podcast. Lando Norris is the only driver this season who has not gained a single position on a first lap in any of the races that have happened this season.
Yeah.
He's the only driver. How is this our championship contender?
Nah. Yeah, I know. I read it.
Yeah. At this point, I just want McLaren to bottle it and Charles to win every single race so that he wins the championship. Might as well. If it is not going to be Max, let it be Charles. Why not?
I mean, I'll be very honest. I want Red Bull to finish third. Reason behind that is Red Bull have been dominant, and with all the concerns and everything, I want them to understand that keeping Perez was a mistake, and I want them to suffer because of it. Nothing against Max, nothing against Red Bull, but just because of that Perez thing.
I think it's a given now. They will finish second.
No, I want
They
them to
will
finish
third.
third. I want them to finish third is my point. Like, not even
No, they
second.
will. They will. I mean, it's not, the difference is not that much.
Ferrari fucked up. Ow.
No, Ferrari has not been the screwing machine that they have been in the past.
And plus, Leclerc is consistent as fuck.
Yeah.
Leclerc is the only one who is consistently getting good points, like without any fuck ups.
Yeah, so Ferrari is 31 points behind Red Bull in the constructor. McLaren is 8. So I think it's a given. I think it would be more fun if they finish 4th.
That
Ferrari has
would
a history
be.
of fucking it up in the second half, no?
No, but no. That was only in 2020. That was the era of Mattia Binotto. Fucking up in the second half was the Mattia Binotto era. I think Fred's era, it has been more like they will drop down in the middle and then towards, like, close to Monza, they will start performing well and then perform well till the end of the season. So I think it will be funnier if they finish 4th, even behind Mercedes. But maybe, Shakuni, I think with the problems that they are having in their car, I think that is their plan. The reason they kept Perez is because they need more wind tunnel time. And they are like, sure, it's a loss of revenue, but we'll get all that Carlos Slim bank, but we'll get more wind tunnel time. Maybe that's the plan.
That Carlos Slim bank is keeping Perez in and hurting everyone around, man. The only person gaining from this is Perez.
Yeah. So, but like, please remember that on this podcast, we hate Red Bull, so we should be happy. So,
True that.
it would be good to see what McLaren does. I find it hard to believe that there will be a lot of opportunities where Lando Norris would be ahead of Piastri, considering he has never gained a position on a first lap. So let's see. Baku should be interesting. I think it is very easy to lose the lead in Baku because of how the straight is. But
Yeah, and you can also do that Lewis wala thingy where you just go
yeah.
straight inside.
Oh my god. Norris can totally do that. What if Norris and Piastri crash into each other?
Yeah, so there are exquisite team orders that none of them can do any risky overtakes.
No, but what if it's like complete like first lap incident kind of a thing? Not deliberate or anything. Not like 2017 Red Bulls, but like just first lap, lost control of the car, Piastri going on the outside, Norris on the inside, instead of
Then I think
going.
after a few years we get to, have a interview with Norris where Norris says that Jack was the most angry when we crashed in Baku.
Yeah,
I hope you remember the Lewis interview where he said that
yeah,
Toto was very angry when we
yeah.
crashed.
Spain 2016.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God. And he was so nonchalant. He was like, yeah, he was very angry. He was pissed.
That is when they signed a contract, right? Between
Yeah,
the two
yeah,
of
yeah.
them. They were team orders
Yeah.
on a contract that was signed between Nico. But this is the thing, like this thing of like Oscar being second. Like they want a Nico to be a Bottas when Lando is not a Lewis, which I don't think is fair. It's not fair to Oscar. I understand from a team point of view, but if Norris had any sort of consistency or a good battle that he could have with Max, I would have agreed. But, anyways, that's just me.
It is how the world works.
Yeah, that is all I had on F1 front. Is there anything else about F1 that we have to talk?
Bortoleto is still the front runner.
No, I want Theo Pocher, man. Why do these teams have reserves when they never use them? Robert
So the
Schwartzman,
reason,
Ferrari reserve. Who gets the chance? Ollie Behrman.
but the reason why it is most probably going to be Bortoleto is the results that he is bringing as a rookie in F2. He
But
could win the F2 in his rookie year, which is very good. And we have seen a lot of rookie champions come directly into F1 the very next season. And I think this is exactly
so
how
we
that.
have also seen Max Verstappen come directly from F3 to F1. So what, man? Like the guy has stayed loyal. He could have done an Oscar Piastri and gone to some other team. He stayed with you. Like at least fucking reward the loyalty of a person who has stood all this time. Like they're not even, you know how all teams are supposed to give young drivers some time in their car, like one practice session. Even then, I've not seen Theo Porcher. Like, what are they doing? Like, at least let him go. He can try doing something
Instead of
else.
Behrman, they should have had Porsche in this race.
No, but it's Sauber. Now the Ferrari and Sauber connection is not there. So I understand why Ferrari wouldn't, but like,
But for 24, it is, right? I mean, for this season, it is. This season, it is Ferrari.
no, it's not. They're only
Yeah.
the engine suppliers.
No, this season, it is still Ferrari. From next season, it is Audi.
From this season on, it is just Sauber. Alfa Romeo Sauber. It's not the Ferrari connection has been gone since Giovinazzi and Kimi left. That was the end of the Ferrari and Sauber relationship. It was only then they were just engine suppliers. Now their second team is Haas. So we'll see what happens with that next seat. But done with F1?
I think, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now I have a lot of questions for football.
Football.
Yes. Did everybody see the Ballon d'Or nominations?
Hmm.
And it's a tragedy.
What is the criteria for Ballon d'Or nominations?
Same.
It is a popularity contest, but even the popular players didn't get it.
Who didn't get it?
Salah
Yeah.
and Saka got it.
Salah had more goals than Saka in lesser games, and he still is not a Ballon d'Or nominee. But Saka is.
It is how Ballon d'Or has always been. I mean, like, there is nothing new.
Yeah, no wonder people hate Messi for winning so many. Why does this award still exist?
Because it is the French La Ligue.
So the nominations are a popularity contest. The winners are a popular vote. So do we even care who wins?
People have stopped caring about Ballon d'Or a long time ago.
Yeah, when Robert Lewandowski didn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but I am mad. I love Lewandowski. He's awesome.
Leva deserved the 2020-2021.
So I wanted to do like predictions. Does anyone want to predict?
I'm going for Rodri winning it.
Vinicius.
Okay, we'll do it in order, okay? The Copa Trophy. Best young talent. Who do you think wins it?
Lami Yamal.
Yamal.
Yeah, it is
Yamal.
Yamal.
Just to be different. Arda Gul.
Arda Güler did not
Yeah.
achieve anything.
He was good, but he didn't achieve anything. Yeah, he did win the Champions League, but he was not active in the squad.
He might win the coming years, but not this.
Fine. Okay. Ballon d'Or nominees for best coach. Xavi Alonso.
And it is Carlo Ancelotti.
Don Carlo or Luis de la Fuente.
Xavi.
Nah.
The Bayern, I mean, Bundesliga is not that highly rated. What he did was awesome, but the others achieved more.
And he lost the most important game, which is Europa Cup.
What the fuck? You see, you are all wrong. Xavi will win.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Best goalkeeper.
I don't have a pick for this actually.
Lunin.
Lunin.
He was the Champions League goalkeeper, right? He's the Madrid goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think
No.
it is between Unai Simon and Lunin.
Okay. Best team of the year.
Real Madrid.
Bayer Leverkusen.
No, they did nothing. Yeah, they did Europa League finals.
Ballon d'Or nominee for top 30 candidates.
I think so. Rodri will win it, and
I
Vinny will
did
be
between
second.
Rodri and Vinicius.
Yeah, Rodri and Vinicius. But shout out to Lautaro Martinez. He had a great year.
And Daniel Mo.
Ballon d'Or is stupid.
No doubt about that.
So for next part, I want everybody's Champions League predictions. Who will be the top 2 teams from every pot? After that, the remaining 8 teams will see if we can do something.
No. It's not
Top
going to
8
be
teams from
on
the
the
whole
basis of
league.
top 8 team of the league table.
Yes.
Top 8 team of the league table advance to round of 16. Then there will be a knockout thingy between the next 16 teams. From that, 8 teams proceed and meet the other 8 for round of 16. And the rest of the teams go to wherever they want to fucking go. मतलब Europa या conference वो जो भी है.
Oh man, how are we supposed to now do predictions? We can't do predictions for this.
Yeah.
So you'll have to
No
just edit
one
it
can
out.
predict anything.
Yeah, no one can.
In this, no one can
This
do.
is so crazy. Oh, the only good thing is that, see, my problem with this system is it seems like majority of the teams from pot 1 will definitely make it in the top 8.
Yeah, they will be the top 8.
They will be the top 8.
Except maybe Leipzig and Dortmund.
Inter.
No, Inter is better, of course.
But they're also playing like Man City, they're playing Arsenal. Those are the 2 difficult games for them.
Baki 6, they'll win, no? They'll come in top 8.
This is going to be very fucked up, man. No one has any fucking clue what is going to happen when.
Why would they not just do round of 32?
Also, my entire thing is then why even have fucking young boys and Celtic play? Just send them home.
Yeah, it
What
is so unfair for them.
No, they'll get money for each round played. It's fair for them.
But this is the first round.
Yeah, so they'll play 8 matches minimum now. Before they used to play only home and away 6 matches minimum. So
They
they
will
get more
get
money.
money just for qualification.
Yeah.
I mean, good for them.
I mean,
I guess.
imagine like some fuck all team. Let's say, for example, the Croatian team, Slovan Bratislava defeats anyone. Round
that
of
would
They
be.
can beat
has the possibility of round of
Sparta
16. Yeah, Sparta Prague.
and Aston
Dinamo.
Villa.
Did you just say Aston Villa?
Yeah.
You called it a small club.
Arsenal in pot 1?
Because they are
Aston
forever
Villa-
second.
They
Aston
finished
Villa
second, no?
is a small club.
I think it's on the basis of how big the club is. I don't know how these pots were decided.
No, pots, the winners, like every league winner will be pot 1.
Liverpool is not league winner.
They're a former Champions League winner. That's recent past. And finalist also.
Could be. Man, wasn't there a time when there used to be like a draw ceremony? It used to be so much fun. This system's stupid. Give us
And
systems.
4 team table was perfect.
Yeah. And like just give us a way where we can make predictions properly.
Yeah. In that way, like teams like Man United, Sevilla would plan properly to go to Europa League.
Hmm. Okay, there goes my prediction thing. So guess we're not doing that. Now
Matthew was so excited. We
I
will
was
do
so
one more
excited.
prediction.
I was like, pot one is going to be like, it will be such a good discussion because there are so many good teams, and it is like, fuck it. Everybody from pot one, at least 6 teams from pot one are going to qualify.
This is going to be a fun Champions League.
I guess. And, okay, another question I had was, what the fuck is this Nations League?
It's just a friendly competition.
Yeah. Can't win Euro, try winning a Nations League, aisa.
So it does not impact your qualification for Euros?
No.
It does not impact your qualification for World Cup?
No.
Then why are people sending their players there?
It's like Europa League for Euros. Euro is the Champions League. Nations League is the Europa.
Hey, don't say this. Ronaldo fans will beat the shit out of you, man. For them, Nations League is bigger than World Cup, Euros, everything.
Let them try.
For Ronaldo, Euros is bigger than World Cup.
Yeah, that was a crazy statement. Like,
Man, he's gonna come out and say that Saudi League will be bigger than EPL soon.
yeah, he just keeps on losing
He
the
might,
respect.
I think in like a very sly way, he did say that Al Nassr is managed better than Manchester United.
That's true.
I mean, he's not
We are
wrong.
talking about the league. Yeah.
So, Al Nassr, how is Al Nassr managed better? Al Nassr was the one
And we are
dominating
not talking
the league.
about United, man.
I'm talking about Al Nassr. I'm talking about Al fucking Nassr.
Yeah. But we have to draw comparison. No, we are not doing it. They are
Yeah,
just
okay,
better.
Avoid this.
So basically, I think what Shakuni was trying to say was they were dominating before Ronaldo went there.
Yeah,
And then they started coming second.
yeah.
Ronaldo is peak Arsenal energy.
Peak Manu energy.
No, Arsenal. Forever second. But okay, so Martin Odegaard is injured now. He's out. Nathan
Saliba is
Ake is
also
injured.
injured.
So sad.
Nathan Ake is injured. Declan Rice is on a red card and they're playing Spurs. I know this is terrible for Arsenal, but I can't stop laughing.
Arsenal will win against Spurs.
Man, Arsenal fans deserve this, okay? They deserve worse.
Yeah.
I hope 2 more red cards for them.
They got
Just for
it.
being on the pitch.
Mikel Arteta stays 3 more years. They got it.
Yeah.
We were discussing this. The funniest thing would be when Pep leaves, Arteta goes to Man City, and Man City also finishes second.
He won't because he's just signed another
He
contract.
can, of course, he can. In football, there is no contract that can stop
Funny,
you
that's
from
the
joining
same in
the league.
Formula One also. Except Sergio Perez. He has a rock solid contract. But now everybody, even Harvey Elliott is injured for Liverpool. But I'm just
And
saying.
now every club is like, oh, this injury is like affecting our club. Wow.
Yeah,
Come on,
exactly.
man.
I
Great.
don't want Arsenal to have that excuse when they come second again this year.
I hope they get more injuries playing Champions League. Way more injuries, man. Come on.
Man, no, injury is like very wrong thing to wish upon, but I want more red cards.
Ooh, I like this side of
I
Kramer,
want
huh?
players out.
Like
Kramer
last year,
First time on this podcast showing signs of being out and out blue.
yeah, like being a Chelsea fan who hates Arsenal, and he was like admiring Arsenal last year, no?
Yeah, we remember. We have recorded evidence.
Yep.
Man, give them red cards. No, not just Arsenal. Every team. Every team has to go through. Man, we had our like 7 of first 11 players injured and no one batted an eye. It was like, oh, they were all trolling Chelsea. Now suddenly like injury is a big issue. The fuck up. Man.
No, I mean, we and Manchester United both had terrible injuries last season. It was
Yeah.
And
it
you
was
finished
acknowledged.
better than United.
And
It was an
Arsenal fans,
acknowledged fact.
and Arsenal fans were like, oh, you people are just crying because you just can't play. Oh, you made
You know,
wrong-
it's because Arsenal fans suck.
Arsenal fans can only they're just having the time of their life for the past 2 years, where they can actually say that we're finishing better off than Chelsea, which they hadn't done for like 10, 12 years. So that's the only thing. So even when we were finishing like 10th or all, we did win 8th. We finished 6th, 2012, right?
Yeah.
We won a Champions League.
Yeah.
They went to the Europa League final. Who did they meet? Chelsea. Battered
City.
them 4-1. So they never had a chance to say anything. Now they're getting the chance. Well, like we watched that
It's
video.
crazy that they got this chance only because Putin is a dictator.
Yep. Yep. And the thing is that they still don't have a chance. They have not won anything. What are you talking about? Which trophy have you
But
won?
what's the point of finishing top two if they are not winning UCL?
Exactly. In the last, forget about 25 years. Last 5 years, how many trophies have they won? How many finals have they reached? Like, we are losing finals, fine, but we're reaching finals.
Yeah. Carabao Cup last year, right?
Yeah. And
FA Cup also.
no, prior to that was FA Cup and Carabao Cup, both.
No,
Prior,
but last year also you reached FA Cup final, right? We lost to Man.
we
no,
didn't
no.
reach. We reached semi-final.
Okay. You lost to City, we lost to United.
Yep. And Arsenal were nowhere there. Nowhere near Wembley. Even though they stay near Wembley, they're nowhere near Wembley.
Man, what is their golden boy Saka doing?
He's just getting it. Like, he's getting. This is so Arsenal. He's getting nominated for Ballon d'Or. He won't win it. He
Yeah, I
won't.
did
Yeah.
not understand Odegaard and Saka nomination, man. I can name 10 players who played better than them and didn't get nomination.
Salah.
Yeah, Salah being one of them. Even Ollie Watkins. For
Solanke.
Isaac,
Solanke, Isak, yeah.
they played better. They had better seasons.
Yeah, I don't see
They
this point.
overachieved.
Yeah. If you have a good team around you, it's easy to win.
And Saka did have numbers, but his numbers were not above them. They were Ollie Watkins, especially goal contributions was at least he was 10
I mean,
ahead of him.
To get Aston Villa back to Champions League.
Back to Champions League is an understatement. It's like after 20 years
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Man, just to keep Aston Villa afloat in Premier League.
Yep.
Exactly.
Ollie Watkins has been there through and through.
Yeah. So,
Um,
Kramer, do you have any inside news about the Chelsea civil war?
No.
Damn.
The worst civil war since
Civil war.
Civil War.
No, but Civil War is pretty good.
Civil War was the best Avengers movie.
And that topic is
What?
giving me like bad headaches. Like I can't be asked.
So if you had to choose between the Todd Bowley and the
Yeah.
other guys, who would you want
Yo,
to
it's
stay at
Todd
Chelsea?
Bowley.
Yeah, the recent that news, the Todd Bowley news about kicking, like keeping Poch was, I think it was a sensible thing to do.
Yeah.
Yep. So, even though he's crazy and he knows nothing about football, so
He has some sense.
no, he doesn't have any sense. But the other party to this, Eldad Egbali and Clear Lake, they are not a football operation. They are venture capitalists who do not understand football at all.
I mean, so is Dorrington, and they own Williams now.
But
Also, Todd Bowley knows how to stick with a manager.
like
even
at
with
least
a
Todd
little
Bowley has
dust.
experience in
Yeah.
like managing sports teams.
Yeah.
So that's why,
Sports franchises.
yeah, franchises like not only 1, 2, 3 he has. No?
I think he has a manager who was with him for 7 years, who gave him time. It is gonna be Todd Bowley, man. He is the one to bring 4-4-3 rule.
Let's see what happens. I mean, I want the Chelsea directors to be fired though. What are they doing? Technical directors.
Fire everyone.
Like for now, I'm just giving Enzo Maresca like 10 games and maybe then I'll start forming an opinion. But till now, what I've watched, I like it. But the thing is that,
You need a striker.
yeah, but I want Jackson to like grow and he has the potential. He just has to
Do you have
finish the
time
job.
to wait for him to grow?
We don't have an option. What else?
Kunku.
Nkunku is not an out and out striker. And the thing is that his position is in jeopardy now. Where will Nkunku play now? After João Felix, Sancho,
And
and
this is what happens when you get like 60 players.
Well, this season, we don't have to worry about injuries and players playing in wrong position.
Yeah, you're in
you have.
rebuild phase, but you're building like 3 teams.
Yeah.
So that's
simultaneously.
their game plan. That's their
And,
game plan.
okay, what's stopping other teams from doing the same?
Money,
Money, we don't have hotels.
money,
to
money,
stay.
money.
What are you
See,
talking
that is
about?
that is your team owner's problem.
Ah,
Yeah, the only reason you're not able to do it is because your guy has hotels to sell and find loopholes and
Not-
Yeah,
do
see,
things.
He has hotels to
No.
buy. We are the ones selling.
Whatever the fuck, at least he has the money to buy a hotel then.
yeah. Then
Like,
then go to
Kramer's
your
answer is
respective
like,
clubs. Yeah.
yeah, billionaires have money. You don't have money. It's your problem that you don't have money.
And
Simple.
Liverpool will still finish
You
better
don't
off than
have.
Chelsea.
Yeah. So, but I have said it earlier. Our main goal is to win the transfer window. Okay.
That's
But-
what you play for.
Did we actually win the transfer window? I don't think so.
But we did the more signings.
Ha,
You were not signings. You were catching Pokemon, bro. That was
Yeah,
not
see, that's the
signings.
fun.
you were
You
catching
won
teenagers.
Pokemon.
You
You
were
won
catching
Pokemon
teenagers.
Go. That's what you won. That is not transfer window.
Yeah, that's the fun.
No, you also won the bragging rights of being the club with the most teenagers.
and also selling the most players, 200 million in transfer sales.
But still not getting Osherman. The one thing you actually needed, you got all these players.
And okay, that Osimhen and his manager fucked up. We can't just say Chelsea
Okay,
did it.
100%. Okay. But my point is, you needed an out and out striker. How long has this been a problem with I think last year was the second season when you were suffering because of a lack of a striker. What is the point of having 8 goalkeepers when you can't fucking score a goal?
See, like Chelsea not having striker is a problem since Diego Costa left.
Yep, 2018.
Yeah.
It's been 6 years, half a decade. Find a fucking solution. Why? This is
It's
what
like
I
a
don't
curse.
understand.
Lukaku
Yeah.
was supposed to be
We
the solution.
Get
find a
over
solution.
Lukaku. You don't want him. He
And
doesn't
not
want
just
you. It's
Lukaku.
okay.
And getting a striker is not easy.
But
Yeah.
you had Kai Havertz,
He's not a striker.
No, he is not a striker.
striker at Arsenal.
No, there also he's playing
No.
like secondary
Yeah, false nine.
false nine.
Who's their striker then?
No one.
No one.
Jesus is their striker, but he's injured.
So now who is their striker?
No one.
No one.
They're
They
playing
have
false nine.
false nine. Yeah.
And getting a striker is always like Oshiman deal.
It's not that difficult. We have 3 strikers.
Who?
Nunu, Jota, Gakpo.
Yeah, so you have 3. That is a
So it's not, if we
Privilege.
can have 3, get 1, start with 1, then we'll see about 3. But
But
it's not that difficult. to
strikers
get
are very
strikers.
expensive and they are.
You don't. Lack of money is not your thing.
No, we can splurge on transfer fees, but we cannot like the
Could have
wage
taken
structure.
Baku
Yeah.
Also, if
The
Strikers
wage
are on
structure
high
is the thing.
wages.
The wage structure. See, now our average wage is 60,000 pounds per week. That is lower than most of the teams in the Premier League. Crazy weight. I mean, I don't know what these guys are cooking because they have implanted bonuses and incentives on winning, which is the way to go. Actually, that's how like salaries are supposed to be decided because many players we have seen they get a hefty package and then they just stop performing. Just look at Sterling.
I know you
Look
were
at
so
the-
close to saying Rashford, but
Yeah, just look at the Man U highest earners now.
Casemiro.
Yeah, so they stop performing, and this is the way to go. So it is, I think, and the thing is, Osimhen was not agreeing to that. So hence the signing.
No,
didn't
no,
happen.
I think it was not the problem of Osimhen. If you like after the deal happened with Galatasaray, I think. Yeah, the Osimhen and like Osimhen in an interview said that he has now gotten the club fee down to 75 million from 150. That 150 was where the clubs were not able to sign him.
No, no,
Now
no, no,
it
no.
is
See, the
yeah.
issue with Osimhen was different. Like, fees was not a problem for Chelsea. Transfer fees was not the problem. The contract was the problem. Chelsea were not offering him above 150, and he's currently earning 300 plus. The
Yeah, so that's
maximum.
the thing. The fee is now reduced to 75. That's the thing. He has got like the reason why he agreed to that loan to Galatasaray was that he could get the fee lower.
The reason he agreed to Galatasaray was because Napoli said that he won't be part of their team.
Yeah, and also Galatasaray were matching his salary. He is getting 11 million per year. That's why he agreed.
Man, I appreciate Chelsea for saying straight up no. for wages.
Yeah, like that makes financial sense. Like, see, transfer fees is a one-time thing which can be like it can be amortized over 8 years. So that is a good thing. But salaries and wages you have to pay each week, and that is a bigger financial burden on the club than transfer fees. So it makes financial sense to do that. And like because they have dropped their average week to a low of 60,000, they're not even in the top 8 in the Premier League in average wage. So that makes more sense. So hence, whatever yearly income they have, it'll give a boost to the yearly income.
Okay, but you still don't have a striker.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
we have
We
Nicolas
are not even
Jackson. We
looking
have
to win
goal
it, right?
scorers.
We
Yeah.
need a striker when we plan to win the league. We don't plan to do that at least for 2 years, so it's okay.
We are planning to just stay in Europe.
Yep.
And play the Conference League.
Yeah.
Conference League was not our fault. It's like Man U out of nowhere beats Man City.
No, Man City was drunk AF. They were all hungover. Please do not give that much
I
credit.
don't think really knew that game was happening.
I think Man City decided to not go for the FA Cup. No, was it FA Cup or it was FA Cup? FA Cup.
Yeah.
When they lost Champions League, they were like, "What's the point of winning one more trophy if you can't do the treble again?" They were like, "Fuck it."
Man, they were like, let Eric Ten Hag stay.
Yeah, let's let's do the whole league a favor.
They're like, we will keep Tuchel out of job so that we can get him as soon as Pep leaves.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for that day when Pep leaves. But the thing is, Man City is such a well-run team, from technical directors to owners to everything. I doubt they'll slow down. The only thing that can
And
stop
then-
them are the 115 charges.
Man, I have a feeling that they might get Zizou.
They might get.
Zidane.
No, Zizou is not coming to England. He has made it clear. He doesn't know English. He doesn't want to learn English. He's just.
Who else is there then?
They are like Arteta is a contender. Then Xabi Alonso is.
Hansi
They're already
Flick.
working. They already are working on Xabi Alonso. Then Hansi Flick won't. Currently, he's happy with Barcelona. He won't come.
Let us enjoy something, asshole.
And Barcelona fans deserve
Xavi
nothing.
is there. Xavi is also there. He is Pep's student in some ways.
Nagelsmann.
Yeah, Julian Nagelsmann is there. So options are there. But like there will never be another Pep. So no point in he can't be replaced.
You should get Gerard.
Or
Let's
Vincent Company.
Yeah, Vincent Company would be so
Just for
fun.
shits and giggles. Yeah. Yeah, there's a chance that Bayern might
Man.
let go.
Or
Did you
they
guys
should
watch
get
that
Man-
video that Vincent Company was shouting on
Yeah.
at the Burnley players? I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy, man.
Man,
Like-
or they should just get Man City legend Lampard.
Yep.
So
That
now
will
he's a
also do.
Manchester City legend.
Also a Manchester
no.
City. Also.
Manchester City claims that. Their fans claim him as Manchester City legend.
Oh
So
man, that
have him as a manager now. That's going to be fun.
like there has still been no confirmation about who will be the England manager. And that's crazy.
And they should get Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, City, Gareth Southgate to City. And also Trent Alexander-Arnold got 2 assists in 2 games that he played for England.
Of course.
And he's
He's
such
awesome.
a lucky guy that Reece James is injured, man.
Who is injured?
Reece James.
Yeah, I mean, Reece James was the complete package, but the thing is, he didn't take care of his body. So now there is no denying the fact that at the moment Alex is better. But when Reece James was at his peak, there was no arguing that
Yeah, for those 4 weeks.
for the 2 years.
Sure.
Thomas Tuchel was there that time. It was
Frank Lampard.
even Frank Lampard. Yeah.
And
He
we
was-
had to sell how many right backs just because there was Reece James. Lamptey, Livramento.
Kante?
No,
No,
Kante was CDM.
Livramento.
Livramento.
Lamptey.
Oh man, I don't know what is wrong with Reece James, man. Seriously, he's the club captain, is always injured. What are they feeding
His
him?
problem is hamstrings.
Yeah, I mean, take therapy, whatever, just fix it, man. It's just gone, I think. So now his hamstring is gone. It won't be the same again. So that's why he has lost the race of being the best right back. And Alexander Arnold is learning how to defend as well now.
Yeah, baby.
New surprise.
So, like, he was generational anyway. Like, he was a generational talent. Now he's getting better. So, Reece James has a task which is way uphill for him. Like, he was so good with everything. It was any podcast you watched at that time, they always brought this up.
Okay, fine. Oh God, Jesus. For more Chelsea nostalgia, please subscribe to our Patreon that does not exist. I think that is it. That was my last talking point. I don't want Arsenal at the end of the year to be like, oh, it was because of the injury that we lost, I don't
And they
want
are
that.
the last team that should be talking about injuries.
But they will. My question is to you, Mansi. Why are you listening to Arsenal fans?
I'm not listening to. No. This is not because I listen to Arsenal fans. Trust me, I don't seek out Arsenal fans at all. But it's more like when I see these posts about people getting injured, I'm like, man, this is like just another excuse for them to say that, oh, but we got hit with injury crisis. That's what I don't want. I want them to be at their full strength and then lose the league. Because they will. Because they're Arsenal. They are gunners, but they gun for the second place.
I don't think they even gun anymore.
Yeah. After that
Just
line,
nerf.
the look of love that Neil has given me because he's turned me into a hardcore Arsenal hater. He's so proud of me today. All right, on that positive note, that's it from this episode. And thank you everyone for joining. Thank you everybody for listening. Aren't we glad that football and Formula One is back? Until next week. Bye.
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 Bye.